What does it look like when the leader of a powerful nation manages both an entire country and a billion-dollar lifestyle? Whether you're a fan or a critic, one thing is for sure, he cannot be overlooked. Known for his calculated decisions and, more recently, for his aggressive military actions in Ukraine, Vladimir Putin stands as one of the most influential figures of our time. In today's video, we'll dive into the world of the Russian president, revealing the extravagant aspects of his lifestyle and the personal habits that continue to captivate global attention. Stay tuned as we uncover some surprising details while walking through a typical day in the life of Vladimir Putin. You might expect a world leader like Vladimir Putin to start his day early, but surprisingly, he wakes up quite late. His breakfast, often closer to brunch, typically happens around noon. Putin enjoys an omelet or porridge, paired with unique items like beetroot and horseradish cocktails. His meal is often accompanied by cottage cheese, fresh fruit, and sometimes raw quail eggs. Interestingly, many of his ingredients are specially sourced from Patriarch Kirill's farmland estates, ensuring high-quality produce. After this hearty breakfast, Putin enjoys his favorite beverage, coffee, before starting his day. But Putin's thinking process isn't confined to an office. He prefers to contemplate major decisions while swimming, dedicating 2 full hours to this activity. He not only exercises his body but also clears his mind during these swims, effectively combining his mental and physical routines. Fitness is a top priority for the Russian president. After swimming, he often hits the gym for additional exercise. By early afternoon, Putin gets to work. His briefing materials include reports on domestic intelligence, foreign affairs, and media coverage. All official communications are conducted on paper, no digital shortcuts here. For secure calls, he uses fixed-line Soviet-era telephones, ensuring privacy. Putin maintains a healthy diet throughout the day. He favors fresh vegetables like tomatoes, cucumbers, and lettuce. When it comes to protein, fish is his top choice, although he also enjoys mutton. Sweets are rare in his diet, but he's known to indulge in pistachio-flavored ice cream on occasion. Chicken noodle soup and pies, filled with savory ingredients like cabbage, rice, and meat, are also among his favorites, likely a nod to his mother's cooking. Interestingly, Putin doesn't always stick to regular meals. During an interview, he mentioned that when traveling, he often skips dinner, preferring fruit or kefir when available. If not, he simply goes without food. He also enjoys local beverages like wine, beer, and occasionally a shot of vodka. As a night owl, Putin is most alert in the late hours, often working deep into the night. His international travel routine is particularly strict, with security measures ensuring everything from bed linens to fruit bowls are replaced. His meals abroad are thoroughly vetted by the Kremlin. During weekends, Putin allows himself more flexibility, dedicating time to English lessons. On Sundays, he sometimes participates in prayer and confession, although those close to him suggest that his lifestyle doesn't reflect a deeply religious routine. What do you think of Putin's structured yet unconventional daily routine? Let us know in the comments below. As one of the most protected leaders in the world, Vladimir Putin doesn't take any chances when it comes to his safety. Did you know that even his meals are handled with extreme caution? Yes, every dish that Putin eats is first tested by a team of trusted individuals before it reaches his plate. This may sound like something out of medieval times, but it's a reality for Putin, who is always on high alert for assassination attempts, particularly by poisoning. So why does a modern leader like Putin still rely on food tasters in the 21st century? It all boils down to his deep-seated fears. Putin's long political career, marked by conflicts and rivalries, has made him incredibly wary of potential threats. The use of food tasters is not just a relic of ancient royalty, but a necessary safeguard for a man who has survived decades of power struggles. Interestingly, this practice came into the spotlight back in the year 2012 during a meeting of the Club des Chefs, a prestigious group of top chefs who serve world leaders. While most other leaders rely on personal chefs, Putin's meals are prepared by his security team. This added layer of protection ensures that no one, outside of his inner circle, has access to his food. The tasters? They are part of this elite security detail, tasked with ensuring the food is safe before Putin takes even a single bite. But Putin's paranoia doesn't stop at food. Russia has a chilling history of high-profile poisonings, which likely fuels his heightened security measures. Take the case of Alexander Litvinenko, the former Russian spy who was poisoned with radioactive polonium in the year 2006, or the more recent poisoning of political rival Alexei Navalny in the year 2020. These events have not only sparked worldwide condemnation, but also fueled rumors that Putin himself may use such methods against his enemies, and he might fear the same fate could befall him. Before we continue, I have a special 10-second request for all of you listening. If you can help me in any way, just press the notification bell and hit that subscribe button. It means the world. It really supports this channel. And if you do that for me, I promise my team and I will do everything we can to make this show even better for you. Deal? Vladimir Putin is known for his love of ice hockey, a sport he doesn't just watch but actively plays. Competing against teams made up of his bodyguards, Putin takes this hobby seriously. For him, it's a blend of competition and recreation, much like the challenges he faces as a leader. But what about his personal life? While Putin's public persona is often tied to his political career, there's another side to him that the public rarely sees. He was married to Lyudmila, a flight attendant, in the year 1983. Together they had 2 daughters, Maria and Katerina, but their marriage ended in divorce in the year 2013. By that time, rumors circulated that Putin had been involved with Alina Kabaeva, a former Olympic gymnast, for years. Kabaeva retired from gymnastics in the year 2007 after winning 2 Olympic medals and many world and European championship titles. She was about 25 years old at the time, while Putin was 55. Kabaeva's association with Putin dates back to the year 2001 when they were photographed together at a sports event. Since then, speculation has surrounded their relationship. But does she live with the president or have her own residence? After his divorce, Putin introduced Kabaeva to an opulent residence he modeled after the Winter Palace in St. Petersburg, referred to as the Golden House. In the year 2020, he started building a separate residence for her, located nearby. This highlights his commitment to providing a lavish lifestyle for Kabaeva. Investigations have revealed that Putin and Kabaeva now reportedly live together in a luxurious palace nestled in a forest near Valdai, around 250 miles from Moscow. The property, built after Putin's political rise in the year 1996, spans about 13,000 square feet. It's reported that Putin used a slush fund in Cyprus to acquire real estate for Kabaeva, with the properties valued at approximately $120 million. Yuri Kovalchuk, often described as Putin's banker, allegedly oversaw the construction of this grand estate. Both Putin's and Kabaeva's homes are close to a massive spa complex which boasts a solarium, a cryo chamber, a 25-meter swimming pool, and areas for beauty treatments, massages, and dentistry. Putin also has access to a personal armored train, which allows him to travel discreetly between his residences in Sochi and Novo Ogoryovo. Kabaeva reportedly enjoys a life of luxury, with a team of attendants catering to her needs. Although rumors suggest that she and Putin have children together, their identities are kept private and shielded from the media. This secrecy ensures that their family life remains a mystery, leaving many to wonder about the real extent of Putin's personal world. So, what does this glimpse into Putin's life say about him? Could these personal details reveal more about the man behind the leader than his public image ever could? Vladimir Putin's lavish lifestyle is nothing short of extraordinary. While it's rumored that he may live with his girlfriend, he owns multiple grand estates across Russia. One of his most famous is the palace near Gelendzhik on the Black Sea, valued at over $1 billion. What makes this place so special? Let's explore. The main house covers an astounding 17,700 square meters, nearly 200,000 square feet. This estate boasts an arboretum, greenhouse, helipad, ice palace, private church, amphitheater, and a tea house for guests. There's even a gas station, an 80-meter bridge, and an underground tunnel leading to a tasting room. Inside, the luxury continues. The palace features a swimming pool, aqua discotheque, Turkish baths, and specialty shops for meats, fish, vegetables, and desserts. There's a theater, music lounge, hookah bar, and a casino. And for guests, there are 12 luxurious bedrooms. The master bedroom itself is massive, spanning 2,800 square feet, with gold leaf ceilings, a royal four-poster bed, and parquet flooring, truly fit for royalty. The Italian architect Lanfranco Cirillo, known for his work with Russia's elite, designed this palace. The exterior is just as grand, covering an area over 39 times larger than the entire country of Monaco. The grounds are lush, with perfectly manicured lawns and an ice hockey rink. Even the bathrooms make a statement, with Italian toilet brushes priced at $850 and toilet paper holders costing $1,250. There are also plans to build a reading room inspired by the Kremlin's Georgievsky Hall, featuring white marble floors, minimalist white walls, and intricate gold detailing. The dining room is equally extravagant, designed in the Louis XIV style, with walls covered in gold leaf detailing. It's said that a single chair in this room costs over $10,000. The mansion's pool room is another highlight, with breathtaking marble floors and detailed wall-to-wall tiling. The upkeep of this enormous estate isn't cheap either. Just the landscaping costs $2 million per year and requires a dedicated team of 40 workers. As Putin enjoys the luxuries of his palace, it's impossible not to wonder what more could a president need. While many in Russia face significant hardships, Putin's taste for extravagance seems unending. And this Gelendzhik Palace is just one part of his vast and opulent real estate empire. Curious about how Vladimir Putin has survived multiple assassination attempts? Watch our previous video, where we reveal the extraordinary measures taken to protect the Russian president and ensure his safety during these dangerous incidents. When it comes to power and luxury, few figures command attention quite like Vladimir Putin. One fascinating aspect of his life that often raises eyebrows is his watch collection, which has an estimated value of around $700,000. This is quite the contrast, considering his official annual salary stands at roughly $115,000. So what does Putin's collection say about his taste for the finer things in life? Let's take a closer look. Putin's collection features some of the most prestigious watchmakers in the world. Among the highlights are timepieces from Patek Philippe, Blancpain, Breguet, and A. Lange and Sony. For instance, his Patek Philippe perpetual calendar, valued at approximately $60,000, showcases an exquisite level of craftsmanship. Then there's the Blancpain Lehman Aqua Lung Grande date, priced at around $10,500, and a Breguet Marine, which comes in at about $15,000. But the centerpiece of this collection has to be the A. Lange and Sony Turbograph. This platinum masterpiece, with its hand-stitched crocodile leather strap, is worth a staggering $500,000. Even more remarkable is the fact that only 50 of these watches were ever made. Quite the rarity, don't you think? It's no surprise that Putin's taste for luxury has sparked a fair share of controversy. Many wonder how he can afford such a lavish collection on a relatively modest official income. Critics, particularly from the Russian opposition group Solidarity, have raised questions about the possible sources of his wealth. In fact, the group went as far as creating a video titled "Watches of a Kleptocrat," which questions the glaring disconnect between his salary and the luxury he enjoys. And here's another interesting twist. Putin has been known to give away some of these expensive watches as spontaneous gifts. One time, he handed over a Blancpain watch to a young boy in Siberia. On another occasion, a factory worker found himself the recipient of a similar timepiece. What do you make of this extravagant collection, and how do these spontaneous gifts fit into the bigger picture of Putin's public image? Let us know in the comments below. Putin has access to a staggering fleet of around 700 luxury vehicles. This collection isn't just about comfort and style, it's designed with top-tier security in mind. Among these vehicles is the bulletproof Aurus Senate limousine, a true fortress on wheels. This armored car can withstand grenade attacks, and is often seen as the centerpiece of his heavily secured motorcade. But it doesn't stop there. Many of his vehicles are built to endure various forms of attack, making them more than just a show of wealth. Now let's talk about the skies. Putin has a fleet of 58 aircraft at his disposal, including private jets like the Ilyushin Il-96, also known as the Flying Kremlin. And if you're wondering how much this airborne palace costs, it's reported to have a price tag of $716 million. But the price is just the beginning. This jet comes equipped with a gold-plated toilet, a fully stocked bar with premium whiskey, a gym, and a king-size bedroom offering an insight into his lavish lifestyle. On top of that, when Putin flies, decoy planes are often used as part of his security protocol, ensuring that his exact location remains a mystery. Such extravagant assets have drawn sharp criticism, especially when considering the economic challenges faced by many Russians. Putin's vast network of luxury cars, private jets, and even secretive ghost trains adds another layer of intrigue to the conversation surrounding his wealth and the extraordinary measures taken to keep his life under wraps. Is this opulence simply a matter of national security, or does it reveal something deeper about the disparity between Putin's life and the reality faced by millions in Russia? Let's keep exploring. When it comes to Russian culture, few traditions are as iconic as the Russian bath or banya. Vladimir Putin's deep appreciation for this centuries-old practice reflects his strong connection to Russian heritage and traditions. But why does this tradition hold such significance for him? The banya is not just about physical cleansing. It has been a cornerstone of Russian life for hundreds of years, offering a place for mental relaxation, emotional healing, and importantly, social interaction. For Putin, who is often seen as a leader grounded in the everyday lives of ordinary Russians, the banya embodies these values perfectly. He frequently presents himself as a man who stays connected to the customs and traditions that define Russia. A traditional banya uses intense heat and steam to flush out toxins, improve circulation, and boost the immune system, qualities that align with Putin's well-known commitment to maintaining excellent health. But the banya isn't just a health practice, it's also a social space where people from all walks of life can gather, talk, and unwind. For Putin, this is where the banya becomes a valuable political tool. He has been known to invite political allies to these informal settings, using the relaxed atmosphere to build trust and strengthen relationships. In fact, it's fascinating to think of how the banya strips away social hierarchies, allowing even the most powerful figures to engage in meaningful conversations outside formal political arenas. Putin's fondness for this tradition is more than just cultural, it's personal. He reportedly uses banya sessions as a way to manage stress and stay centered amidst the demanding pressures of leading one of the world's largest nations. So what does this tell us about Vladimir Putin? Would you expect anything less from a leader who values tradition as much as strategy? Vladimir Putin's daily routine is anything but ordinary. His office lifestyle has often been compared to a fortress, and for good reason. Why is this? It reflects his controlled and highly insulated approach to leading one of the world's most powerful nations. The environment he works in, the tools he uses, and even the way he interacts with people are all defined by extreme security and secrecy. Let's start with his workspace. Putin rarely touches the internet, opting instead for paper reports and old-school communication systems. Yes, you heard that right. While many of us rely on smartphones and emails, Putin sticks to fixed-line telephones and secure communication methods that date back to the Soviet era. His day is organized with military precision. Early in the morning, he dives into intelligence briefings and press reports, keeping him updated on both domestic and global affairs. But how does he maintain control over his public image and policy decisions without modern communication? It's all part of his meticulously crafted routine. Interestingly, Putin often prefers working from Novo-Ogoryovo, his residence located outside Moscow. He chooses this secluded spot to escape the hustle and bustle of the capital and to keep himself isolated from distractions. His disdain for the city's congestion might seem understandable, but there's more to it. Every interaction he has is carefully planned. Spontaneity, almost non-existent. Meetings and public appearances are highly orchestrated, reinforcing the image of a leader with a fortress mentality. Since the COVID-19 pandemic began, this isolation has only deepened. In-person meetings have been dramatically reduced, with virtual engagements taking their place. Even after the pandemic, the ongoing conflict in Ukraine has further heightened his detachment. Putin has minimized face-to-face interactions, further reinforcing the perception that he is cut off from both his people and the international community. But what does this mean for his leadership? Could this level of isolation affect his decisions, especially when it comes to domestic policy and international relations? Many observers are increasingly concerned about the impact of this detached, fortress-like lifestyle on his judgment. Putin is often seen surrounded by extravagance, from his multi-million-dollar homes to a collection of private jets and luxury cars. Whether he's underplaying his fortune or simply keeping it out of the spotlight, one thing is clear: Putin lives life on a grand scale, and it's something he can't conceal forever. If you enjoyed today's video, please give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Your support means a lot to us. Click on the video that appears on your screen right now. I'm sure you'll love this content. Comment below about the next country you'd like to see featured on our channel. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for being with us. Leave a comment, like to show your support, and remember to hit that subscribe button for more exciting videos. See you next time.